Yeah, hello.
Harrison, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. My name is Harrison. Okay. Thank you very much. This is a very nice program. But it's been all talk. Whenever we fail, we have a lot of people coming to talk and contribute. We have the problem with our system, and we all know. All of you sitting down there, except the lady on your right, not the lady in the back. I believe all of you attended primary school. You will be around 40 years, and you knew how the primary school system worked. That it produced people like Chidimo, Innocent Bunike, and the rest of them, Mary Onyali. We know that in primary school those days, you have junior athletics competition, intermediate. My classmate represented Rivers State, Johnny White, in boxing as an intermediate. Because we usually go for school sports, but all those things are dead today. Media, we always watch MTN Project Fame for people who go to sing and dance. How many grassroots sports events that you normally cover? We are in grassroots football. The last time that we did, Mitchell of Tango came, Paul Ogazi was there, military in Lagos. Channels, your talk is also good, but I think it is too elitist as well. Sorry, I'm not criticizing you, but it's too elitist. You go to the street, go down to Ajebule, go down to the ghetto areas where you see children who are like that. They have the strength, they have the will to excel. You also should play your own role. The media, play your own role by bringing these people out. When the child sees his classmate on the pages of this and on TV, that will also ginger him. Are you getting me?
Yeah,
so I know you are trying, but I think we should do more. Please tell the government, stop buying guns for security agencies. Invest the money in grassroots sports. And Paralympians, they are my heroes. I welcome them. You are in the heart of Nigeria. Even if the politicians don't recognize you, we, the people of Nigeria, those of us in sports, you are very, very dear to us. We are looking forward, some of us are looking forward to seeing some of you live and appreciating you, not only with our shit, but with other things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harrison.
With other things.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, we're talking about
you talked about legislation.
Legislation and interest
that is one area that I think we need to really look at. In the last 12 years of our democracy or so, the National Assembly has been there. You ask yourself, not one sports law has been passed. I will have these House Committee members on sports. When they will have big events like this, they travel out, be part of the games. But what steps have they taken to reposition sports? The National Sports Commission bill has been there. It has undergone the first reading. It's yet to undergo. It's yet to be passed. And when we pass the National Sports Commission bill, for instance, I know that I know I have a good idea of a few of the things that are in that bill that will change the face of Nigerian sports. We'll now talk about, if that bill is passed, there will be funding for elite athletes. And when you have funding for elite athletes, for instance, that is when the blessing or Kagbares of this world will get funding. The Chikachukwu Meriges. You don't win medals in the Olympics by accident of history. Mm-hmm. You win it by methodological planning. Mm-hmm. Because that is where you have the best of the best. Yeah. So there is need for the National Assembly to do something about the National Sports Commission bill. There is need for them to talk about the NFF autonomy. We are talking of football autonomy. The NFF bill is in the National Assembly. Nothing has been done about it. So we're talking about government, the executive arm of government not putting enough money into sports. The National Assembly, how well have they fared with sports? The Senate and the House of Representatives have not passed. The best they've done is to do public hearing on sports. But what steps have they taken to enact the enabling laws that will take our sports to the next level?
Is it possible that they don't actually see the importance of sports and what a money spinner sports can be?
Exactly.
Can it be that?
I really don't know, but we all know that sports is something that can even solve our security problems. Because the more people will get doing sports, the more we have people doing sports, the less security challenge we face as a nation. Part of the problems we are having security-wise today, look at it for instance, the Super Eagles cannot even play in one of our best stadiums in the country, apart from the Abuja National Stadium. The only place where you have green turf that is very good is the Kaduna Stadium. But we cannot play in Kaduna because of security challenges. That was why the Super Eagles had to be moved to Calabar, where you have a turf that is not too good. I'm not trying to write off the Calabar Stadium, but when you talk about the pitch, the Super Eagles players cannot express themselves very well on that pitch, and that is why you see the likes of Victor Moses coming home. You see them doing very well for Wigan, but when they come home, they can't even play here because we don't have good pitches. So these are security challenges that if we now invest very well on in sports, some of these problems will be solved. So we need to take sports more serious. Sports is big business. We need to get the corporate bodies to invest more in sports. Government need to charge these corporate bodies to do more for sports. I'll give you an example. There are companies that are making the nation's oil and use they fund sports in South Africa more than they do in Nigeria, where they are drilling the oil. The Eket Stadium, what you call a stadium in Eket, is a dilapidated place. I mean, that is where the oil of this country is coming from. So these are challenges. The corporate body need to do more. Government need to do more. Because when people talk about, see, how much did London spend to host the Olympics? This is money running into billions of pounds. So you need to put good money to get results. That is just the truth.
When are the next Special Olympics?
The Special Olympics World Winter Games is coming up in South Korea, January to February 2013.
But we don't do Winter Olympics, do we?
Well, we will participate in the Winter Olympics for the first time.
What shall we be doing?
They have an indoor sport called floor hockey. That is the only sport that countries like ours can participate in. Is an indoor sport.
Okay.
You know, and floor hockey though is not common. It's not something we know about here. But our athletes have been training, and we want to send a team, to South Korea in January. We have 12 players going to South Korea, and I'm sure that they will, come back with gold medal. And then, Special Olympics, because
gold.
Aren't
we rather ambitious?
No, we are not. You'll be amazed at what these athletes can do. Believe me, I've been in Special Olympics.
Floor hockey.
Yes, you'll be amazed at what they can do. And again, because they play according to their ability, they will do their best, and I'm sure they will come back with something. We also have a games in South Africa in October. It's the African Unity Cup. Special Olympics is an international organization. It's in about 180 countries, and the Special Olympics Africa is having a regional games. It's the African Unity Cup. Nigeria also is taking a soccer team, to compete in that competition. Hopefully, I'm very hopeful. Yes, not only with the trophy, if we, it's like a prelude to a Unity Cup, a Unity match that will be played during the World Games in Brazil, and we hope that Nigeria will get a ticket to play a Unity Cup, in the Unity match ahead of the World Cup in 2013 in Brazil.
Okay, a year before the World Cup.
No, at the World Cup. Usually, last year it was played just before the final match, in South Africa. It's something that, FIFA has partnered with Special Olympics to show the ability of people with intellectual disabilities. So they've accepted that during the World Cup, Special Olympics athletes will also play their matches, but they couldn't call it the World Cup. Instead, they call it the Unity Cup. Because it's it's a unified game between the regular athletes, the regular footballers, and people with intellectual disabilities. Watch out for these athletes. Auntie Alera, I'll be here to show you my team when we come back from South
and bring
Africa.
The trophy along.
Oh yes, hopefully.
Okay, thank you very much. We have been looking at the Paralympics as well as Special Olympics, and we'd like to thank our guests, Folashade Bolumole, who is National Director, Special Olympics Nigeria, and Mr. George Aluwo, who is a sports journalist over at the Sun newspaper. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Sunrise will return in just a moment with the home stretch. Please stay with us.